So today we are going to discuss some in-text question. Then we'll move to our next topic. So here's the in-text question number 12.4. The question is, arrange the following compound in increasing order of their reactivity in nucleophilic addition. So we have to arrange the compound according to their reactivity in nucleophilic addition reaction. What is nucleophilic addition reaction? Means addition of negative ion. Okay, nucleophile is negative ion or compound with non-bonding electrons that we have discussed. Now the first number, you can see the names are given here: ethanol, propanol, propanone and butanone. Which one is most reactive, which one is least reactive, that you have to find. Now draw the structures of each compound. You can see ethanol means eth plus al, means 2 carbons, and second carbon is having aldehyde group, so it is ethanol, first structure. Second one is propanol, means 3 carbons and aldehyde group. You can see 3 carbons and last carbon have aldehyde group. Then next one is propanone, means 3 carbons again and ON is there, so ketone group. Now last one is butanone, again 4 carbons, butane means 4 carbons, ON is suffix is there, so ketone group. Now in this structure, 4 structure, you can see the first structure is having hydrogen on one side and the smallest group on other side. You can see CH3 and hydrogen. So hydrogen is very small molecule. CH3, among these you can see CH3, CH2 is there. This one is small one. Here also CH3 is there, but on the other hand we have CH3. Here hydrogen is there. So this carbon is least hindered, means these two functional group are small in size, so it will not interact in the attack of nucleophile. So this one is our most reactive compound. Then second comes, here also hydrogen is there, so nucleophile can attack here easily, so aldehyde group. Then this is our second most reactive compound. Then comes the ketone. 2 ketones are here, you can see. Now here CH3, CH2 is there and here CH3 is there. This one is small group, so this one is our third number, and this one is least reactive. D compound is least reactive. So order will be D, that is least reactive, then C, then B, then A. A is most reactive. Okay. Now second set of molecule it is given to you. It is benzaldehyde, para-toluenaldehyde, para-nitrobenzaldehyde, acetophenone. First draw the structures. First one is benzaldehyde. You can see A structure, that is our benzaldehyde. B structure, that is para-toluenaldehyde. This one is our benzaldehyde. On para position we have CH3, so it is para-toluenaldehyde. C structure, that is para-nitrobenzaldehyde. You can see this one is our benzaldehyde. On para position we have nitro group. Last one is acetophenone. On benzene there is COCH3. Now ketones are less reactive than aldehyde. Okay, ketones are less reactive than aldehyde. So aldehyde is more reactive. Now we have 2 aldehyde, CHO and CHO. You can see this one is aldehyde, this one is also aldehyde, so we have 3 aldehyde here. Now this one is normal aldehyde. This structure has CH3 group in it, and this structure has NO2 group in it. Now NO2 group is, I told you, earlier also that it is electron withdrawing group, and CH3 group is electron donating group. So electron withdrawing group makes nucleophile attack easy because it attracts the nucleonegative ion. Nucleophile attack is more easy when electron withdrawing group is there in your structure. Here electron donating group is there, so it makes nucleophile attack difficult. It is not easy to attack when electron withdrawing group, electron donating group is there in your structure. So our most reactive species will be C, then A, then B, and last one is D. So D is least reactive, then B, then A, then C. C is most reactive species. C, A, B, D. If you change the sign. Now next question. Write down the product. You can see this one is a cyclopentanone. In cycle form we have 5 carbon here. So on that we have ketone group. So it is cyclopentanone. When it reacts with hydroxylamine, this one is hydroxylamine. What happens here in presence of acid? What happens here? What you have to do in this type of reaction? Remove H2 and O and attach remaining part NOH on double bond here. You can see H2 and O that are gone here. Now on double bond we have NOH. This one is called oxime. The name of product is oxime. It is given in your book in the table form. In previous lecture I told you to write down the reactions. There is a table in your book on page number 368. You can refer that table. Look at the second question. It is cyclohexanone. You can see 6-member cyclic ring is there. On that a ketone group is there. So it is cyclohexanone. When it reacts with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, this one is called this one. If NH2 is there, then it is called hydrazine. But we have this group here. Instead of one hydrogen we have this group, and it is 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. When it reacts with cyclohexanone in presence of acid, again same method you have to use. Here H2 is there and here oxygen is there. So remove H2O and remaining part you have to attach here on double bond. So here you can see the product I have written here. On cyclic structure we have double bond, then N.NH, then phenyl ring and 2 NO2 group is there. Now name of this product is 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. The reactant was hydrazine. The product is hydrazone. Now next one. RCH double bond CH bond CHO means it is aldehyde. When reacts with semicarbazide, this one is called semicarbazide. NH2 CO NH NH2 NH2 CO NH NH2. When it reacts with aldehyde, again same method you have to apply here. Oxygen and H2. Remove that. So we will get RCH double bond CH, that is as such. Then CH. You can see CH is there. Instead of this oxygen we have to attach this whole molecule. So N CO NH NH2. This is called semicarbazide. carbazone. Starting material is semicarbazide and product is semicarbazone. Then the last one, on benzene ring we have COCr3, so it is acetophenone. When it reacts with alkyl amine, this one is alkyl amine, ethyl amine, Cr3Cr2, that is ethyl, then amine, in presence of acid. Same method, H2 and O. On nitrogen we have 2 hydrogen and oxygen, they both will form H2O. Remaining part you have to join here. So on benzene ring we have now C double bond N, CH2, CH3 and CH3. Now this one is called hydrazone. Okay, it is common name, hydrazone. Now moving forward, the next topic for today is preparation of COOH, means carboxylic acid group. How can we prepare carboxylic acid? So first method, from primary alcohol and aldehyde. If we use primary alcohol as starting material, strong oxidizing agent will give us carboxylic acid group. You can see the example, CH3CH2OH. This one is the primary alcohol. As strong oxidizing agent, I have taken alkaline KMnO4. It will give you COOH group. Instead of CH2OH, you have to write COOH group. You can see oxygen is adding here, so it is carboxylic acid oxidation reaction. Oxidation of alcohol, we have learned that in previous chapter also. So it gives you carboxylic acid. Second reaction, from aldehyde. If we oxidize aldehyde, then we'll get COOH. Aldehyde is CHO. We add one extra oxygen in it, so we'll get COOH. So it is oxidation reaction. As oxidizing agent, you can use CrO3, means chromic oxide, in presence of H2SO4. It will give you carboxylic acid. Now this reagent, chromic oxide in presence of H2SO4, is called Jones reagent. Okay, if they ask you question from the name, so its name is Jones reagent. Now second method, from alkyl benzene. Again same method you have to use here. Alkyl benzene, when oxidizes in presence of strong oxidizing agent KMnO4, in presence of base KOH, in first step you will get COOK, means carboxylate salt, potassium carboxylate. This one is potassium and this one is carboxylate ion. In next step you have to just acidify that carboxylate salt, so you will get benzoic acid. Now here you can see one example I have written. It is 1-phenyl propane. You can see first number carbon, second, third, total 3 carbons are there, so it is propane. On first number carbon we have phenyl group, so 1-phenyl propane, that is our starting material. When it reacts with KMnO4 in presence of KOH, what you have to do? Whichever compound is there on chain as carbon chain, write down this product only. On benzene ring we have COOK, potassium carboxylate. Then acidify that salt, so add acid in it. What will happen here? Instead of K you will have to write just H, so we'll get benzoic acid as product. Now third method, from nitrile and amide. Nitrile means cyanide group. When we perform hydration reaction in it, hydration reaction means we have to add H2O molecule in it. You can see in presence of acid when we perform hydration reaction, so you will get this R, oxygen is adding on carbon C double bond O, and remaining two hydrogen that are adding on nitrogen NH2. So this one is our amide now. So first step from nitrile to amide. Then if you want to convert amide into acid, just heat it with water, acidified water, H plus H2, then heat. So you will get RCOOH. Remaining hydrogen from water molecule will be gone with NH3, forming NH3 gas. You can see the example here. I have taken cyanobenzene. On benzene ring we have CN, it is cyanobenzene. When we perform hydration reaction, what happens here? Instead of CN we got CONH2, so benzamide. This one is our first step. Now amide to carboxylic acid. So heat it with water, acidified water, H plus H2, and heat. So we will get benzoic acid. Okay, so this is the third method. Now fourth one, from Grignard reagent. So in general I have written the reaction first. Grignard reagent plus carbon dioxide in presence of dry ether, it gives us carboxylate magnesium halide salt. Carboxylate magnesium halide salt. What is that salt? I'll show you. Now in next step you have to just acidify that salt. So we'll get carboxylic acid. Let's take an example here. Look at the example. We have this Grignard reagent CH3MgBr. When it reacts with carbon dioxide CO2 in presence of dry ether, what happens here? Between CH3 and MgBr, between alkyl group and MgBr, you have to add CO2. You can say C double O. So it is CO2 molecule. Whole molecule adds here. Now in next step, this one you can see it is negative and this one is positive ion. So it is called this ion, negative ion, it is carboxylate. So it is magnesium and bromide. So whole name of compound is carboxylate magnesium bromide. Okay, carboxylate means COO minus ion, magnesium means Mg, then bromide for Br. Now in next step acidify that. So you will get CH3COOH. This hydrogen adds here from water, and MgOH Br leaves here as byproduct. One extra point is important. You can see the starting material is having only one carbon and ending material that has two carbon now. So it is step up reaction. One carbon is extra. So it is step up reaction. The fifth one, from acid halide and anhydride. Now acid halide means COCl. When acid halide undergoes hydrolysis in presence of H plus or OH minus, acid or basic medium, it gives us acid. Look at the example here. This one is our COCl, means acid chloride. When it undergoes hydration reaction in presence of H2O or NH plus, means acidic medium is there. What happens here? From H2O, H plus and OH minus are there in H2O. here OH minus adds. You can see instead of Cl now OH is there. Remaining part H and Cl removes here. Now if we use basic medium, then what will happen? In first step you have to make carboxylate ion C double minus ion plus Cl minus leaves here. In next step acidify that carboxylate ion, so you will get carboxylic acid. Now if we use anhydride, what is anhydride? We can see CH3CO C double bond O CH2CO CH3. Between two keton we have oxygen. It is anhydride. When when we perform hydrolysis reaction on anhydride, we'll get mixture of acid. You can see break this bond. CH3COO H plus adds here becomes acetic acid. CH3COO then H plus acetic acid. The remaining part is OH now from water. H plus and OH minus. Remaining OH minus add on other side CH3 CH2 C double bond O. It is already there. Add OH in it, so you'll get propanoic acid. You can see 3 carbons are there. Oic acid, propanoic acid. Now the last preparation is from esters. Now ester, as you know, is prepared from acid and alcohol. So it is reverse reaction of esterification. Again, it is reverse reaction of esterification. Ester, when breaks in presence of acid or base, it gives acid and alcohol. Check out the reaction here. We have benzene ring, then COO(C2H5). When we hydrolyze it in presence of acid, then what will happen? You can see break this bond. On this side add H plus, you can see COOH, so it is benzoic acid. Then CH3CH2 C2H5, you can see this one is same. On that side add OH, so it is our alcohol plus acid. If we use basic medium, as base I have taken NaOH here. So in first step make carboxylate ion. Here COO negative and Na plus, they both combine to form this salt, sodium carboxylate. Sodium carboxylate. Remaining molecule C2H5, CH3CH2, you can see they both are same. It attaches with OH forming alcohol. Now acidify this salt, so you'll get benzoic acid. So these are 6 preparation of carboxylic acid. Most of this reaction you have learned in previous chapter or previous standard, 11th standard. So they are comparatively easy preparation. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.